Yeah, that happened. Yeah, that sucks. So it has been a while. I think since January actually, since I posted anything, but there's been quite a bit going on with the car. So I'm one of those people that I like to get things completed before I update. So the longer it takes to update, it means that I probably didn't complete whatever the issue is. And no exception in this case here. So it has been a long, long, long road to where I'm at now. But the car is actually running extremely well at this point, and even though I'm ready to finish the tune finally, there's a few other things I want to look into. This was one of them. As you can see, the top axle is, of course, the stock axle. Specifically, this is the driver's side. So in most cases, well, actually, pretty much every case I know of, with the power transfer, with the way the torque hits to the back, uh, to the differential, I should say, for whatever reason, the twisting force is just greater on the left-hand side of the car, and as a result, uh, strong launches or aggressive launches will do this and essentially snap it. Uh, Now, I drove around like this for quite a while, and I actually put a video up driving around in front-wheel drive mode because the axle itself was still, I mean, it was still there, it just was no longer functional. So below, you'll notice this beefy, super beefy axle. This is actually the drive shaft shop axle. And they have a ton of different products for different platforms, different cars, different things like that. And they do conveniently make one for a 6. And in this case here, as you can see, it's very well made, and just the construction of it looks so much better. Now, believe it or not, this is actually the same size um, to the stock one. I mean, granted, from this angle it doesn't look that way, but they are the same size. The main difference, if you notice, are the boot and the ends. It's not even a comparison. So much so that if you notice in this picture, um, we have a bit of an issue here with that sway bar. So as you can see, the sway bar is, I mean, there's plenty of clearance with the stock unit, but with this one, because the connection, the end of the axle that connects into the differential, because it's so thick. That's what she said. because it's so thick, it, there's no chance of clearance. And the thing I was worried about is on weight transfer. You know, dumping it from 3, 4, 5 grand, whatever the case, there's going to be clearance issues, and there's no way it's going to hit. Furthermore, it wouldn't even fit uh, into the diff when I tried to put it in, so we had no choice but to grind it down. And as you can see, there's a decent amount of material that we took off, and even after taking that little bit off, still it's still pretty tight. But definitely, it actually, I mean, it looks like it barely clears, but it actually works pretty well in practice, and I haven't had any issues thus far. So if you are looking into a drive shaft shop axle, just keep in mind if it's on a 6, I don't know if this is true for the 3 or other platforms, because of how thick this bitch was, you might have to do some shaving. Specifically in my case, I had to just shave down the rear sway bar a little bit. Originally, I was just thinking about taking it out, but then I thought that, oh yeah, I'm going to be driving the car around corners. Uh, so cars without sway bars don't operate too well. Just don't do it right. Grind it down. That's the easiest way to do it. Uh, but I actually have a ton of footage. Uh, Really all the way up until this point, like what I went through, the things that I found. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna get into some of the footage. This first footage though is actually from the huge storm we got. I believe it was in, was it February? No, it was January. But yeah, I think it was January, I think. But we got quite literally, that's when it was like 30, 40 inches, like some silly amount, like just some retardedly crazy amount of snow. But I have some footage doing some less than intelligent things. But yeah, just sit back and we'll go through and see what we got. But I do have some updates coming, but I'll let the video get started. And it is super thick. You can even hear the snow getting stuck on the car. It is. I know they are obviously trying to plow and whatnot, but there's got to be a solid. And when I say solid, it's a mostly like solid, like 3 inches unplowed right now. So if I go, like I'm in the tread path right now, but if I move into some of the areas that aren't plowed, I'll move over here. That's thick. Like you could feel it trying to rip the wheel. Wow. Yeah, I could definitely see other people. I think it was Philadelphia or something. They got no, I think it was Kentucky. They got stuck on the highway. Wow, a Subaru. Okay. But you know, this is definitely get stuck sort of weather. But I mean, we're making it. And we have people stuck on the hill over here. Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Calculating route.
So we're going up the hill of hills. We're going up the probably the steepest hill easily in the town, and we're gonna do it from a dead stop, basically, with no momentum. That would be this right hand coming up without killing everybody on the bus.
After quarter of a mile, turn right.
There it is. Here's our hill. Let's see how we do. See if we can get an idea of how steep this is. This is silly steep. We're going up it though. Oh my God.
Recalculating route.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Turn left.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Whoa. Holy shit. Whoa. That was impressive. That was fucking impressive. Oh shit. That was a steep ass hill. Holy shit, that hill was steep. That's incredible. That is incredible. Holy shit. I gotta do that again. Alright. Back to the hill. Alrighty, I gotta show this. This is incredible. Oh. Look at that. That's what we're going up. We're going up that. Oh, we're going up that. Oh, we are definitely going up that. All right. I'm going up that bitch. I just got to see if this is a fluke. It's not a fluke, it was real. Holy shit.
No, I don't. I think you would have made all kinds of errors.
All right. That is fuel. Give me a match. That's under pressure to lose it. I'm not gonna find my. Oh shit! All right, got it.
That almost went in intercooler.
That almost went in. That would have been a bad day. All right, so put this over here. This is so nice. All right, so maybe that's why she's stuttering, because it's leaking fuel. Maybe not that much, but you know. Oh, and I got rags. I have extra rags. Gotta anticipate fail. Okay, that works too. Just a tough guy. It's already unplugged?
What do you mean unplugged?
Oh, yeah, it is. God damn. I didn't do it.
No, it's just
Alright, injectors. What is. Oh, shit. Aww. She's sick. That's your problem.
possible.
That's. How else? I mean.
No, it's just stuck.
Yeah, but you gotta figure, well. I mean, that's directly in the spray path.
No. They just get stuck in here if you're not well lubed.
Yeah, Monster Cock would know about that. I don't see really any seepage though, but
Be careful.
and it's also missing the the washer was there, the O-ring I should say. All right, well I have the bit for that. Let me grab the bit. Where's my kit at?
No, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see any seepage. I mean, you can see the oil, but that's a whole nother story. Bye bye me, honey. Where the fuck is my toolkit at? Right, injectors.
What we got?
One,
two. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. That one.
All right, so tractors don't look that bad if they would come in fucking focus. Which they're not.
Picture of all of them? You want like? You
Uh,
want this in it?
no, I want useful. Not erotic. No seepage. God damn, look at the valves. Wow. That's terrible. That could probably cause some issues. Wow. Yeah, the valves look terrible.
Well, that's what happens with these cars.
God damn. Like, that looks awful. Seriously. On an Evo. Got on kind of aggressive. Nah, bruh. Okay, no oil. No oil. No oil. That looks like shit. Try a little third gear. Oh, to boost temp 112. Let's see what happens. About $3 grand. Bat's got to 62, so ambient temperature right now is 71. Intake air temp is probably like 90 something, and the bat's dropped to 62. That is how we know the meth is working. Yeah, I'm going to change the map actually. I have a stronger map. New map loaded. Let's try rolling in now. Seriously fucking insane. 43. Holy shit. That's incredible. Holy shit. 43. That's fucking ridiculous. Holy shit. That's insanity. Yeah, that's crazy. That's 30 degrees below ambient. That is fucking insane. 30 degrees below ambient. That's great. Oh shit. Oh man, meth, what have you done to me? You spoiled me. It moved out pretty good too. Damn it, I'm gonna have to check the log. I have no idea how much boost that was. I am fucking clueless. That might have been. Damn, I have no idea how much boost that was. I should have been checking that. Fuck. Well, either way, seems like she's running a little better. So I will probably try to get another log in a little bit and see what happens. Holy shit, look at that. That's even, oh, that's insanity. Huh, it dropped to 32. Don't ask me when it dropped to, and no, this is not broken. That's legit. It dropped, it was freezing. Yeah, I swear I got fucking bet. Yeah, alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go grab some ice cream. Yeah, I've been trying to get a third gear log for, I don't even know, the last 6-7 years, it feels like. But I think I'm gonna stick with the 100% meth mix. You know, I was running the 30% before. Which is basically windshield washer fluid. I mean, if we're being totally honest, it's windshield washer fluid. But the 50/50, it ran pretty good, and then even the 70%, you know, it ran better. So, like, well, shit, why not just bite the bullet, just call it 100 and see what happens. So, car really likes it. Really likes it actually. I'm running the 100% right now. Like I said, the car loves it. The boost air temps literally are dropping by like, and I'm not even exaggerating, like 80, 90 degrees. Literally, it's like 90 degree drop. And I only have a single nozzle. I think I have a D10. I haven't checked the nozzle since I put it in, but I'm pretty sure I went up from a D7 to a D10. But the D10 is putting in work right now. and it's giving me the additional fueling that I was missing before, that was causing some cutout problems. So let's see where we're at right now. We're at 122, 123 basically. So we'll see what we get for a drop. Actually, hold on, let me reset this because this is at like 58 degrees from before. So there we go. We are back to. Why don't this? Alright, fuck it. It says 125, believe me. And I'm in the wrong gear. I'm in 6th. Alright, let's go to 3rd. Oh shit. Oh yeah, there's no cars. Yeah, I think I'm. Oh yeah, there's 0 cars. Yeah, so I can actually get a real good 3rd right now. Alright. So I'm gonna go 3rd to red line, and then some ways in the 4th. Let's do it. Vlog. The meth also lowers the charge temps as it sprays. The pull as it gets closer to red line gets harder and harder, which is a weird feeling. You would think that as you get closer to red line, the surge is going to stop. But in this case, you get the boost air temps dropping from the front mount normally. You have the boost temps dropping from the meth, and then you have the tune asking for more boost at redline, and then the timing also going up at redline. So it feels fucking amazing. It really does. I love the way the tune is set up, and it still hits with good torque. You know, but I mean, and even though the motor's built, you know, I mean, torque is what gets you around day to day, but shit, horsepower's that's what gets shit done at the track. You know, that's what I need for the nice trap speeds. That's what I need to be able to ride out for you know, maybe raise the red line and 4 from 67 maybe to like 72 or 74. I have that horsepower up because the turbo is not nearly out of breath, and it's still very much still alive and still kicking. Try another 3rd. I popped back to the house to load the log and see what sort of power it was making, and needless to say, it's not very impressive. It came out around like 301 wheel, which is like 350 crank. Am I in 3rd? Yeah, I'm in 3rd, I think. So I'm gonna try another 3rd and see what happens. Yes, I have Justin Bieber on. It should be good. Alright, log. Nothing too bad. So, why does my leg hurt? So, yeah, it wasn't too bad though. Bats dropped to 48. That's definitely not a bad thing, and it is 77. So 48 degree bats. That's quite nice. It is 77 degrees. So intake air temperature is probably in the actually, let's check. I don't have to guess. damn intake right next to the motor. I mean, granted, I don't like cold air because you risk hydrolocking the shit if you run into a deep puddle, which we happen to get a decent amount of rain here. But the short ram does have its advantages and disadvantages, and that is one, that obviously your intake air is always going to be just a little bit warmer than a cool air or cold air. But like, regardless though, it's 77 degrees, that's ambient. The boost air temp is 90, and my cruising bats, so that's usually where I hover. 120s on a 70 degree day. You can see it was briefly at 130. That's terrible. Like that's terrible. That's not great for making power. Colder the bats, the better. But in this case, though, you can see where I'm cruising around the 130 mark, and not only do the bats get below the intake air temp, it gets below ambient, and not only does it get below ambient, it gets significantly below ambient, where it's coming in around, the 40s. Back at it for another log. Just got the new map. Focus. As usual, we'll try a third. I'm trying to do the same sort of log, so I get a good basis, and there's something to gauge on, if that makes sense. All right, so we'll try for third, see what happens. That wasn't bad. That was not bad. Oh shit, I already cleared it. I cleared it already accidentally, but yeah. It's so currently the tune is targeting 23 pounds. That felt nice. That felt pretty damn nice, actually. Yeah, alright. 23 pounds, yeah, that felt pretty good. Obviously I'm gonna have to watch the video and see if I can time out what the 40 to 80 is. I haven't really been doing a 40 to 80, but considering where third gear starts and where it ends, I mean, it's almost a perfect 40 to 80 with the way I do the logs. So I think the 40 to 80 time is probably the best indicator I have of what we're doing for power. Well, then not power, like speed. I mean, I don't do 0 to 60 runs. I feel like a 0 to 60 run is not really relevant or indicative of what sort of power the car is making. I think it's more in a manual transmission car like this, it's more of an indication of how good of a driver you are or are not. So it's more a question of, I have to make 2 shifts to get to 60, and it's how quickly can I bang those shifts and how cleanly can I get them in. So I don't think that really shows much. But the 40 to 80 though, you put it in gear, you mat it, and you time how long it takes. I mean, there's not a lot of variables there. It doesn't matter if I was the worst driver on the East Coast. You put it in a gear, you put your foot down, and you just time it. That's it. So I think that's a good fair assessment. So that'll be what I'm tracking in the future. But I am very, very curious to see what this looks like when I throw it in the virtual dyno. I mean, from the seat of the pants, I mean, that felt in the probably the 310, 320 range, considering it was at 301 before. So probably in that 310, 320 ballpark, or I don't know, maybe higher. I don't know. I've been on a Ford in a long time. 25 pounds. So we're up to 25 now. We're getting there. All right, so a little nighttime action, yay. Let me see, where are we at? So I'm gonna try to get a nice little 4th to 5th. I think I want to get a little bit further up. So I'm actually probably about an hour away from home. Probably can't even hear this now that I think about it. This is droning like hell because I'm in, what gear am I in? 5th? But it's droning like hell. But I was figuring because I'm so far away from home, I might try a slightly deeper log. That's one thing I was always taught as a child: don't shit where you live. And purpose of that statement, essentially, obviously, if you live in an area, don't do dumb shit there. So I know I'm an hour away, so no one knows this car out here, so it's essentially a little less risky than doing this right around the corner from where I live. That would just be a horrible idea, to be honest. Okay. All right, this is a pretty good spot. I'll take a log for the hell of it. All right, so we'll start at 60. All right, let's go. Excitement, like that feels crazy. Holy shit. And the car is, oh my god, she's a tank right now. She is a tank. That was impressive. She held that. That was I am happy. She's coming along nicely. I gotta check and see what that was. I have no idea what that was. I have zero clue what that was. I don't know what 5th tops out at, but I could have easily gone into 6th, and it was pulling real nice. Oh shit! And bats came down pretty nicely. I saw them in the 40s. They're 70 right now, but it's all good. But I think I might actually come out here a little, I might come out here maybe a little later in the future and open it up again. But that straight, the straight that was on is it's dead straight. And I'm actually very curious what the logs are going to look like. Because obviously for science. so I'll check the logs and see what everything looks like. But obviously as the video shows, there's no breakup, there's no hiccups. It's just a clean, consistent, solid pull, and fuck, that pull feels real nice right now. So ready to finish this tune and get this shit moving the way it should move. But that is fucking happy. So as of right now, this recording, I'm probably like 4 or 5 maps in. I don't even know how many. At least four. Yeah, I think this is like the 4th map. But right now, VD is kind of all over the place. I saw, like I did like 4 or 5 logs. I had one that was 319. This is all wheel horsepower, by the way. I had one that was 319. I had another one that was 329. I had another one that was 346. So I just averaged everything off, and I'm just calling it 330. 330 is a very safe guesstimate, and it's probably a little under what the car is actually doing right now, which I am in no way, shape, or form. I don't mind underrating it at all, because it does feel a little bit quicker than 330, but I'm good with that. I mean, that works out to like crank 390, and the torque is right around the same thing. I think it's like 326, so the torque works out to like 378, 379, somewhere in that area. So we'll call it 390 and 380, which, needless to say, is pulling like the business right now. So super excited to get the next map, which I should get tomorrow. In terms of where the tune is right now, 16 degrees timing up top. Boost is hovering between 23 and like 24. Like, it's mostly 23 though. I mean, the boost threshold, as you can see, yes, it is a large turbo, so you know the throttle response obviously isn't within like 500 RPM, needless to say. So I'll have to rewatch the video, but if I had to take a guess, I would say, if I had to take a guess though, I would say it's probably within 1,000 RPM of hitting it. I get the boost, and it hits fairly hard right out of the gate. From the last time I saw the log, it was what was it? It was like 20 pounds, I want to say, like right out of the gate, and then it just creeps up 21, 22, 23. And I think in one of the logs I actually saw 25 briefly, but either way, the boost hits and it creeps up very quickly, and it creeps up pretty progressively all the way up to redline, so it doesn't like drop off halfway up and then, you know, I lose power, and then, you know, I feel the pull like slack up. No, it still pulls just as hard as it did, and as you heard, I actually bounced it off the limiter in 5th. What the fuck am I doing? Like, I bounced it off the limiter in 5th. That just goes to show you the amount of urgency the car still has in 5th, because it sounds like I bounced it in like 3rd, you know. So that, I mean, it's pulling really well, and that 330 feels really solid. So to get to the 350 or the 360, or eventually the 400 range, and then eventually the 450 range, it's going to be a hell of a journey, and I will obviously keep everybody posted, because obviously I'm super excited, and I know that this is going to be a really nice summer, and a lot of shit is going to get done. So I can't wait to finish this shit up and get on the road and get to the track and get to the dyno and put some fucking numbers down. And that is what we are doing. We will put some fucking numbers down this year. Shit will get done, and we will run a solid 11-second pass at the track. I mark my words on that shit. That will happen this year. It's just, obviously, it's been a hell of a journey, and a lot of people have reached out, you know, said, hey, you know, amazing story, so much work, so much progress, you know, so much effort, so much investment. It's just so much, that at this point now it's time for some payoff. And I'm still not done. There's still a ton of shit on the table, still a ton of shit that needs to be addressed and taken care of. But it's times like this when shit goes right, even if it's just for like 15 seconds, it's at least encouraging so that I know that, okay, the finish line isn't that far away. The finish line is not that far. I can smell it. I can I mean, that could just be the engine braking smell, but I smell it, and I smell it's in reach, and I can reach out and I can grab that shit and I can get that shit. So that's what I'm gonna focus on doing now. So I might not put up all the videos of all the logs because it's boring. So when I'm on the way to finishing up, that'll probably when I start putting more videos up. But for right now, we're just focused on getting things done and getting things wrapped up. And she's running really good right now. I'm very happy. I'm gonna finish this drive because, like I said, I'm really far away from home, and I got a hell of a drive ahead of me, and it's very, very late. So I have to focus on trying not to doze off. Actually, I have some pie in the car, so I might have some pie. Yeah, actually, I think I am going to have some pie. But I will keep peeps posted, and, you know, I do my best to get the questions and whatnot answered. So, of course, if you have any questions along the way, you know, we're in this together. You guys that have supported me and watched my goofy-ass videos, I thank you. Yes, I do a lot of stupid shit. I don't just do it for the sake of doing it. I do it because I just want to do it. So actually, no, that is a lie. I do shit just for the sake of doing it, just so I can say that I did it. Because why not? Why am I putting all this time and money and effort into this car, and there's really nothing that I'm getting back from this, other than the enjoyment of having the car and seeing it progress so far beyond where it originally started. So that, of course, in itself is really fun and really enjoyable. I could have some sushi with this TL right now. He's acting like a fucking moron, but I'm in cruise mode right now. I probably don't have any meth in the tank right now. But you know, like I said, it's you know, I do a lot of this because I want to, but also because people ask me to document some of these things. So, you know, like the tuning and some of the install videos and things like that. I put them up because people ask me to, and people, you know, are genuinely interested. And I actually have a lot of projects coming down the line that I'm working on, which will, I mean, more you know, more will be had on that in the future. Obviously, I'll go over that. But for right now, obviously, the tune is number one because that's what most people are concerned with. That's what people want to know about. So, like I said, the people that are supporting me, thank you so much. It does mean a lot. The people that have subscribed, obviously, it's been a little bit since I posted, but like I said before, I don't like posting unless I have substance. And I don't feel like the amount of progress that I made from my last video to where I was originally was worthy of occupying people's time. But now I feel like we're at a point where now we're making some progress, now we're having some fun, now we're metaphorically cooking with oil. If you don't know what that means, look that up. But I think we're getting into the home stretch, and now shit's about to get fun, and shit's about to get real. So stay tuned, keep posting comments. Like I said, I'll do my best to answer, and